Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle Nielsen, and this is How You Level Up, a podcast where I ask questions to help you become your best self. What are intrusive thoughts? It's safe to say that we've all experienced unwanted thoughts at some point in our lives. Whether it's an embarrassing memory that surfaces out of nowhere, or a nagging fear that doesn't seem to have a place in our current circumstance. These intrusive thoughts hijack our mental peace. Intrusive thoughts are spontaneous and usually are unwelcomed thoughts, images, or urges that enter our consciousness. They can range from mildly annoying to severely distressing, and often they appear at odds with our usual character. Common themes of intrusive thoughts can include considering violent acts which may cause harm, imagining inappropriate sexual acts, rumination on religious preoccupations, fears of being contaminated by germs or unseen microbes, or acting out or saying something inappropriate in public. For example, a person could have the irrational fear that they will suddenly push a stranger in front of an oncoming vehicle or hurt their loved ones. Or a person might be haunted by thoughts that they've been exposed to disease-causing bacteria or viruses, despite no concrete evidence of such exposure. Or a person may experience unwanted sexual thoughts about someone inappropriate. This could be a religious figure, a family member, or a person who cannot or should not be the object of sexual attention. Or a devout individual might be troubled by repetitive thoughts that question their faith or involve sacrilegious imagery. And even someone who might find themselves obsessed with questions or thoughts about the purpose of life, death, the universe, to the point where it becomes distressing and hard to focus on anything else. These are intrusive thoughts. They are distressing and disruptive. For most people, these thoughts are fleeting. They come and go quickly, so they are manageable. While they might cause momentary discomfort, like the intrusive thought of jumping from a high place or imagining a car crash on the highway in front of you, normally, they don't have a lasting impact on an individual's mental health. When these thoughts become frequent or distressing enough to interfere with daily life, it is a sign of concern. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder are a few conditions where intrusive thoughts can play a significant role in affecting the mental health of an individual. Or if someone has a brain injury, has dementia, or Parkinson's, this can also cause an individual to have an increased struggle with intrusive thoughts. It's important to note that these thoughts do not reflect an individual's true desires. You are not your thoughts. You simply have thoughts. You are not married to each passing idea or consideration in your mind. Indeed, you can consciously choose to act upon a thought or not act upon it. Of course, sometimes that's easier said than done. So for those who struggle more with intrusive thoughts, we know of strategies to help manage them. Here are a few to consider. 1. Acceptance. Trying to suppress intrusive thoughts can often make them more persistent. Instead, acknowledging their existence without passing judgment can help. Like, if you have a thought of your dog being hit by a car when walking on the sidewalk, you can say, "I see you and do not want to engage with you." 2. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay in the present moment and prevents you from being swept up in your thoughts. This is the idea that we do not need to entertain each passing thought that we have. We have thousands of thoughts each day. And each thought is our brain trying to subconsciously solve a puzzle or think about a problem. That's what our brain does. It's a biological computer that is always running in the background. So techniques like deep breathing, meditation, counting can be beneficial in promoting mindfulness, which keeps our brain focused on the thing we want to focus on. 3. cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This therapeutic approach can help change the pattern of thought that leads to destructive behavior or distressing emotions. It provides a framework for understanding and managing thoughts more effectively. The basic steps of CBT are: identify troubled situations or conditions in your life, awareness of thought, emotion, and beliefs about these problems, identify negative or inaccurate thinking, and reshape negative or inaccurate thinking. We will look further at CBT in another episode. And another thing that you can do is seek professional help. If intrusive thoughts are significantly impacting your life, it's crucial to seek professional help. Therapists and psychologists are trained to help you navigate through these challenges. And if you think that there is a stigma attached to therapists and psychologists, know that their specialty is that of the brain, the mind, and emotions. Their job is to help people unpack the subconscious of life and bring ownership to each of our lives. So now that we know intrusive thoughts are a common experience, and we know that having intrusive thoughts does not make you a bad person or indicate that you can act upon them or will act upon them, can you recall the last intrusive thought that you had? What did it say? Knowing that you are not going to act on it, how silly of a thought was it? Thank you for listening to another episode. If you're enjoying the show, open up the app you're listening to this on and hit the like or subscribe button and give a 5-star rating. At least twice a week, you'll find a new episode asking you a new question, so you can strengthen your emotional independence, improve your communication skills, and upgrade your personal philosophy. So if there's a question you'd like me to dive into next, send it to any of these social media accounts connected in the show notes here. This is all about how you level up.